Welcome to Movie Time, and today we're excited to unveil the countdown of the top 10 action films. This carefully curated list aims to introduce you to some of the most thrilling action movies, whether you're already familiar with them or they're new to you. These 10 movies promise to keep you captivated with their stellar action sequences, breathtaking visuals, and compelling narratives. Consider adding these films to your must-watch list if you haven't had the chance to watch them yet. If you enjoy this compilation of the top 10 action movies, don't hesitate to share it with friends who also have a passion for the adrenaline-pumping genre. Stay tuned until the end of the video and share your thoughts in the comments section. Number 10. Bloodshot. Bloodshot is a 2020 superhero film adapted from the Valiant Comics character of the same name. The story follows Ray Garrison, played by Vin Diesel, a soldier who is killed in action and then resurrected with superhuman abilities by a corporation. Empowered with his newfound capabilities, Ray embarks on a quest for vengeance against those accountable for his demise and the murder of his spouse. However, as he pursues his targets, he stumbles upon unsettling revelations about his past and the true essence of his rebirth. Realizing he's been manipulated by the corporation, Ray comes to terms with being a mere pawn in a grander scheme. Assisted by fellow enhanced soldiers, he strives to liberate himself from their grasp and regain his independence. Ultimately, he confronts the mastermind behind his manipulation, driven by not only a desire for retribution, but also for redemption. Number 9. Gemini Man.
I think I know why he's as good as you. He is you.
Gemini Man is a 2019 science fiction action thriller film directed by Ang Lee. The film stars Will Smith as Henry Brogan, a seasoned government assassin, decides to retire after growing disillusioned with his violent profession. However, he soon discovers that he's being pursued by a mysterious operative who seems to anticipate his every move. To his shock, he learns that his adversary is a younger clone of himself, created by a top-secret government project known as Gemini. As Henry delves deeper into the truth behind Gemini, he confronts his own past and the moral implications of his actions. With the help of fellow agent Danny and retired Marine, Henry seeks to unravel the conspiracy while facing off against his younger, faster, and equally skilled clone. The conflict escalates into a high-stakes showdown as Henry battles not only his clone, but also the forces that created him. Number 8. The Dark Tower. The Dark Tower is a 2017 fantasy action-adventure film directed by Nikolai Arkel, adapted from Stephen King's series of novels of the same name. The story follows Roland Deschain, played by Idris Elba, the last gunslinger, as he pursues the Man in Black, Walter Paddock, across a desolate landscape. Their conflict revolves around the Dark Tower, a legendary structure that holds the universe together. Along his journey, Roland encounters Jake Chambers, a young boy from Earth with psychic abilities. When Roland and Jake team up, they confront Walter's malevolent plans to destroy the tower and unleash chaos upon the worlds. Their quest is filled with peril and treachery as they traverse through different dimensions. Despite facing numerous challenges, Roland's determination and Jake's bravery propel them forward. Roland and Walter engage in a battle of wills and firearms, leading to a confrontation that decides the fate of the universe. Number 7. 12 Strong.
What is that, a part of some drill?
Ain't no drill.
12 Strong is a 2018 war film directed by Nikolai Fuglsig, adapted from Doug Stanton's non-fiction book Horse Soldiers. The film depicts the extraordinary true account of the initial Special Forces unit dispatched to Afghanistan following the September 11th assaults. Guided by Captain Mitch Nelson, played by Chris Hemsworth, the team, which also includes Chief Warrant Officer Hal Spencer, played by Michael Shannon, and Sergeant First Class Sam Diller, confronts the Taliban and Al-Qaeda forces. Despite being greatly outnumbered and navigating challenging terrain, the soldiers undertake a perilous mission, riding horseback into combat, symbolizing a contemporary interpretation of cavalry warfare. Amidst intense firefights and hazardous circumstances, they cultivate a profound camaraderie with their Afghan counterparts, showcasing the potency of solidarity in adversity. Number 6. Outlaw King.
Where's your husband? Where's your brother?
Outlaw King is a 2018 historical action drama film directed by David Mackenzie. The movie follows the journey of Robert the Bruce, played by Chris Pine, a Scottish nobleman who emerges as a pivotal figure in Scotland's quest for independence from English dominion. Initially, Robert reluctantly swears fealty to King Edward I of England, but as he witnesses the realities of English occupation, his perspective undergoes a shift. Determined and resourceful, Robert rallies a disparate band of Scottish rebels in a guerrilla campaign against the formidable English army. Supported by his devoted followers and his wife Elizabeth de Burgh, Robert confronts numerous trials, including betrayal from within his own ranks and the anguish of personal losses. Nevertheless, through his resilience and strategic acumen, Robert achieves crucial triumphs, ultimately climaxing in the historic Battle of Loudon Hill. Number 5. Run All Night. Run All Night is a 2015 action thriller film directed by Jaume Collet-Serra. The story revolves around Jimmy Conlon, an aging hitman played by Liam Neeson, who becomes entangled in a perilous web of betrayal and redemption. When his estranged son, Mike, witnesses a murder committed by the son of Jimmy's former boss, Sean, Jimmy is compelled to shield his son from harm at any cost. Despite their strained relationship, Jimmy and Mike embark on a harrowing journey through the streets of New York City, dodging relentless pursuit from Sean's ruthless henchmen. While confronting their adversaries, they also grapple with the repercussions of their past decisions. With time ticking away and danger looming from all directions, Jimmy confronts his inner demons and makes a profound sacrifice to ensure his son's safety. Run All Night unfolds as a gripping narrative of family, loyalty, and redemption, unfolding amidst the gritty backdrop of a city cloaked in darkness. Number 4. Central Intelligence. Central Intelligence is a 2016 action-comedy film directed by Rawson Marshall Thurber. The story follows Calvin Joyner, played by Kevin Hart, a former high school star athlete turned accountant who reunites with an old classmate named Bob Stone, played by Dwayne Johnson, who was bullied back in high school for being overweight. However, Bob is now a muscular and skilled CIA agent who ropes Calvin into helping him on a dangerous mission. As they team up for a dangerous mission, Calvin discovers that Bob's new persona hides a complex past. Together, they navigate a web of deception and danger, facing off against both government agents and criminal forces. Along the way, Calvin confronts his own insecurities and reevaluates his perception of Bob. Through their unlikely partnership, they uncover a conspiracy that reaches the highest levels of power. Number 3. Atomic Blonde. Atomic Blonde is a 2017 action thriller film directed by David Leitch, adapted from the graphic novel The Coldest City. The film stars Charlize Theron as Lorraine Broughton, a top-level MI6 agent who is sent to Berlin during the Cold War to investigate the murder of a fellow agent and recover a missing list of double agents. Paired with Berlin Station, Chief David Percival Lorraine navigates a city teeming with spies and danger. While she delves deeper into the mission, Lorraine uncovers a web of deceit and betrayal, discovering that her allies may not be who they seem. Alongside a French operative, Delphine Lassalle, Lorraine fights her way through intense encounters showcasing her unparalleled combat skills. With the fate of the intelligence community hanging in the balance, Lorraine must outmaneuver her enemies and secure the list before it falls into the wrong hands. Number 2. Allied. Allied is a 2016 action romantic film directed by Robert Zemeckis. During World War II, Canadian intelligence officer Max Vatten, played by Brad Pitt, meets French resistance fighter Marianne Beauséjour, played by Marion Cotillard, on a mission in Casablanca. While they pose as a married couple, their initial professional partnership evolves into a genuine romance, leading to a secret wedding and relocation to London. However, their happiness is threatened when Max's superiors suspect Marianne of being a German spy. Tasked with uncovering the truth, Max embarks on a perilous investigation torn between his love for Marianne and his duty to his country. As the tension escalates, Max discovers shocking revelations that challenge everything he believed about his wife. In a gripping tale of love, loyalty, and betrayal, Allied explores the complexities of trust and sacrifice amidst the chaos of war. Number 1. Free Guy.
My name is Guy, and I live in Free City.
Free Guy depicts the journey of Guy, played by Ryan Reynolds, a bank teller who discovers that he's actually a non-player character within a popular video game called Free City. Realizing his artificial existence, Guy embarks on a quest to break free from his predetermined life and transform into a hero within the game's universe. With the assistance of Molotov Girl, a human player, Guy challenges the game's creator Antoine, who intends to shut down Free City to capitalize on its code. Despite encountering numerous obstacles and risks, Guy's unwavering optimism and determination serve as inspiration for both non-player characters and actual players to rebel against Antoine's control. Free Guy is a 2021 science fiction action comedy film directed by Sean Levy, featuring heartfelt moments and delivering an enjoyable and uplifting adventure for audiences. Thank you so much for sticking around until the end of this video. If you enjoyed what you watched, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell so you never miss out on our future content. Feel free to leave a comment down below, share your thoughts, or suggest topics you'd like to see in upcoming videos.